Sapoops, welcome to this Firdaus Wong watch party. Thank you for coming. And how is everyone doing today? I know it's kind of a vibe for a person to title a video Firdaus Wong watch party, but it's kind of interesting what has happened right here. I'm sure that all of you out there, you've been watching probably the whole Ryan Selva case with like a morbid fascination. I know I definitely have. I mean, ever since he stepped on that Quran right there, that man has become like, I don't know, like public enemy number one. And like the turns, the roller coaster of the things that have just been happening right there is just mind boggling. I don't, yeah, no, I can't even brain what is actually going on right there. But I'm sure that perhaps you have seen like a lot of like the news stories, perhaps through my videos, and if so, then well, thank you for your support as well. But it turns out that there is essentially a bit of a update right over there. And for those of you who don't actually know what we're talking about, we're talking about this. We're talking about exactly this right over here. Yep. This is what's going on. The guy is in court today, and he is basically just kind of like hanging out. While, by the way, our twist of things is just ongoing right about now. And yeah, the reason why I say 5:30 Firdaus Wong watch party is because this is what happened right here. The sharing of how and when he embraced or like he decided to follow Islam. So Firdaus Wong is going to be sharing at 5:30 p.m. on March the 3rd, 2026. Okay. Now, if he actually kept to an agreement, he actually keeps to his agreement right here, then like, yeah, this is what's actually going to happen. Like he's going to be doing that at 5:30 p.m. So that I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what's going on. Hi, Saboops. How's it going? I hope everyone's doing great. And welcome to Arnold. Why did he do it in the first place? And John, hi, what's up? How's it going? Arnold, I don't know the answer to your question at this point in time, but like maybe. Like there are a few different possibilities, right? Like if you think about it, like one, basically the guy has become a xiao lang. And when I say like the guy, I mean by that like Ryan Selva, like he has become like a xiao lang. But this is like we're assuming, right, that in fact like he is actually someone who converted to become a Muslim, meaning that Firdaus Wong was actually telling the truth right there. And it's kind of interesting to think about this whole situation right here, because like if you actually look at like the photos, right, of what's been shared right here. Okay, so like this is interesting. Like if he actually does the live stream at 5:30 p.m. right here, I think that that's going to be great. Truly amazing right here. But I will say that hey, look, this is apparently what you've got with revert Ryan Vigneswaran. I've never understood why people like just using that phrase like revert. But I will say right here, you can actually see what's going on. Yeah, see this right here? Okay, look at this. So the reason why I say that like it's a live stream question mark is that look what this guy allegedly said. He said, if it's okay, would you mind not posting my photo onto Facebook just for privacy's sake? Haha. No worry, I will get your permission before I post. Even if I post, I will cover your face. Well, it looks like promise number two has been like violated right here. I mean, now, promise number one, I don't know if that's actually like a thing, because, well, he might have actually gotten permission. There might actually be some sort of like storyline right here, which we don't actually know about. So, like, we can't really accuse Firdaus Wong of like lying in this particular case. But the second one right here, it's like, yeah, like he did not cover the face. Look at this. Oh gosh. Syahadah menerusi WhatsApp video call atas permintaan dia. So like allegedly what happened was that this Ryan Vic Selvum, or whatever it is right here, like asked to do a Shahada like over WhatsApp. That's very interesting. And yeah, so we can see right there that this is kind of interesting because, well, there's no record of like this Vigneswaran Salva becoming a Muslim, at least according to the Pahang well, religious affairs department. So like there is no such record. Like the guy like over here actually went out and intentionally went and said, "Hey, like there is no actual record." So what then happened is that I guess like it was like very, shall we say, like cowboy. Like they did the shahada or whatever have you right here. But yeah, like somehow or another it was just never registered. But did it actually happen? Or is this guy like one of your like doppelgangers? You never know. Anyway, so it is nearly 5:30 p.m. and yeah, it's about time for us to go to Firdaus Wong's page if he actually does. Shall we say follow the promise? Then if we refresh a little bit, then we should be able to see it. Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, Sapoops, what are you thinking right about now? Refresh. If he is doing it right, I'm assuming that he's going to be doing it right, then he is going to actually do a scheduled time post right over here. Let us see. I am going to refresh again because refreshing obsessively in order to get like concert tickets is always a thing. If it doesn't happen like 5:30 p.m. on the dot, then you know that a promise has been violated. Well, I mean, one could say that there was already a promise violated, like as we could see, like basically in the fact that this guy's picture. Oh, it's 5:30 exactly on the dot. Let's see. Oh. Can't live. Can't live it without you. Promise violated. Okay. You know what? Let's be reasonable. Let's go and look at it again. All right. Let's see. Can't live it without you. Can't live. Can't live anymore. Can't live. Bro, come on. Like you promised, man. All right, okay. I don't know when this is actually going to go up, but like if it doesn't come up by like 5:31 right there, then we can conclude that the promise has been like violated. Look, for those of you who just came in, by the way, like he promised, when I say he, Firdaus Wong promised that we would have like a watch party, basically. I mean, like he promised that basically there will be a sharing, right, at 5:30 p.m. And unless, of course, this is actually like the sharing right over here, then in that case, well, yeah, like promise. Well, actually, like even if this is the sharing, like it's still promise violated because like you said that you were gonna post it at like 5:30 p.m., but then you posted it 1 hour ago at through. Oh, okay, it's not like 1 hour ago. It was like 3:35 p.m. I don't know, like maybe the pressure was going up. Like ever since this happened right here, like the comments have just been like going on and on and on. And yeah. What's the point of this post, bro? Tetap salah apa yang dia buat too. And you've got a couple of like different things right over here. Dia anggap Revert ni main-main, boleh nilai lah melalui hantaran media sosial there. Yeah. Munafik. And there is a couple of different things right over here. But yeah, well, kind of like interesting to note. We are not really seeing like that video right at the moment, but bro, where is your 5:30 posting? You said to us that you were going to have a 5:30 p.m. posting. Bro, perkongsian bagaimana dan bila dia memeluk Islam akan saya kongsikan pada pukul 5:30 petang, Mac 3, 2026. Do you not see like that this promise has been violated? Bro, Sapoop, how do you feel right now? Like, are we sad? Are we sad, guys? Like, I am sad. Like, this is very, very sad. Yeah, so it's very unfortunate, I have to say. But then again, right? Like maybe it's forgivable because like like in Malaysia, kan? I don't know like how many you out there are from Malaysia, but like in Malaysia, like if you go out with like some friends, then like usually what happens is that like, hey, your friend says, hey, on the way, bro, on the way, bro, on the way, bro, on the way, bro, on the way, bro. And like actually what it means right there is like, bro, like I'm actually about like 2 hours away. If I drive my car out right now, then I will go past the Ramadan Bazaar. And then when I go past the Ramadan Bazaar, then later on, then I am going to go and fetch my other friend first. Yes, I know that we agreed to meet at 5:30 p.m., but actually I'm going to be there at like 9 o'clock. Sorry, bro, you go on first without me. Bro. Can you help me order? Oh, yeah. But anyway, like, okay, so anyway, Firdaus Wong is not really here at the moment. And we can't really be doing a Firdaus Wong watch party. But you see, bros, like, I didn't give y'all false advertising, okay? Like, there's a question mark at the back of the title. 明明就是有 question mark 了, okay? So then, you know what? Like, let's refresh, all right? Refresh one more time. Bro! All right, okay. You know what? Like, it's 5:34 right now. You know, like, Malaysian time, right? Malaysian time is like, if somebody like manages to do something like within 15 minutes after the thing, then it is still considered to be like somewhat on time kind of thing. Like you might think to yourself that like, well, bro Firdaus, I don't know why he likes calling himself like bro Firdaus. Maybe it's like to like get along with like the Malay people or something like that. So like maybe bro Firdaus, like I don't know, like he just wants to like follow local time standards or something like that. You would think to yourself that like somebody who is like pious and like means to be an example for people would actually go ahead and keep to his promises. But as we saw, Sapoops, that apparently did not happen. But anyway, this is a Firdaus Wong watch party. Welcome, welcome. While we are waiting, by the way, so let's chat and let's kind of hang out and ask the question right over here. So, Sapoops, where are you from? And how's it going? Like, let me know. Like, where are you watching this show from? Are you in Malaysia? Are you like from somewhere else? Let me know. Hi, Astra. How's it going? Thank you for popping by yet again. Anyway, Bubur Basi, apa cerita? Apa cerita, encik? Great. So yeah, this is what we've got right here. Where are you watching from? Let me know in the chat. We are right now waiting for Firdaus Wong, who said in his Facebook post that he wants to share something with us at 5:30 p.m. on March the 3rd, 2026. We are waiting for that. We have refreshed this. We started refreshing at 5:30 p.m., but like there was nothing. And there is still nothing. And bro, like, do you see this right here? Like, look, like earlier it was like 1 hour, right? Now it's like 2 hours. Do you see? And like right now, the live stream is still not active. It's still not active. And look, and we were talking about this earlier, right? About like how allegedly this Ryan Vigneswaran right here, like went and converted right here. Now, I'm not saying that like it is completely incomprehensible that this guy converted, because frankly, in my estimation, like like if he converts, it's like totally up to him. Like people do all sorts of things on a day-to-day basis. Some people convert, then some people, well, I don't know, like they become like vegetarians. Some people like make a habit of like bungee jumping off extremely tall structures. And some people they do like the whole like Red Bull. Gosh, like I don't know if like you guys have seen like those Red Bull videos right here, but like those are like crazy. And the sorts of things right that people do basically is like okay, like here's like one example that you can see right here. Yeah. We're doing everything right now except like actually doing a Firdaus Wong watch party because Firdaus Wong is not there.
Let's get it.
Yep.
Hop, hop.
That's what you
hop,
got.
Double rail.
All right.
To the diving board.
And yep. This is what's going on. They do that all the time.
Yep.
I know
Ski
it's
jump.
not Firdaus Wong. I know that
Leong
you feel scammed
backflip.
right now. You're just like wondering to yourself why.
Getting some
is it
speed for the big
Firdaus
jump.
Wong watch party. Like is that Firdaus Wong? Firdaus Wong? You work for Red Bull or something like that? It's crazy. But to be fair, like
You're into
this
the
is probably
side
more
hit.
entertaining than Firdaus Wong.
Oh yeah. High jump.
Actually, I kind of have to like revise that for a bit because like I don't think that it was actually like more entertaining because like when y'all saw, right, like the announcement that apparently like this like Ryan guy was actually a Muslim, like how do you feel? How do you feel? Were you shocked? Because I was shocked. I was shocked, bro. I was so shocked that I decided to immediately make a video. I'm so shocked still that like we're doing this live stream right now, waiting for Firdaus Wong. Like that is like advertising and like that is what we call stuff right there. Hey Damien, you're in a car stuck in a jam. Astras from Penang also waiting for the lunar eclipse. All right, so like y'all are like Penangites right over there, and the Bubur Basi caught in the fiasco. I don't know, like is that the like Red Bull guy? John from Malacca yet again represent. Gentlemen, whose script I cannot actually read. So Selangor, welcome. And Tree, so welcome. Friend from Johor of the North. We, your friends from Singapore of the yeah, no. No, I'm like a group of Singaporean friends I joke about like on this topic with. So like it's not that in like offense. But anyway, thank you for popping by, and may the spirit of Daddy Lee Kuan Yew bless you as you go on this journey. Yeah, so this is like crazy, right? Like Bubur, I can definitely see right here, like it's like okay, I don't know what like chabai exactly means. Like, feel free to explain like when it actually like becomes convenient for you. But like for me, right, it was like literally chow chi. Okay, I'm not gonna say like the last part right here. I'm not gonna get like demonetized for that. But like, okay, that's like I don't understand kabai, but I understand like that other thing because like it is actually like that's actually like how I responded, bro. Like when I just saw, right, like after looking at the threads account of Ryan Selva, I was just like, I cannot, bro, I cannot. And like I think it's like worth actually looking at because like I really did like look through the entirety of his threads history in order to make like that whole video just yesterday. And like I literally did not see anything. The same way, perhaps, that we cannot actually see anything when we look right about now at Firdaus Wong's Facebook page. Let's see. Is there anything? No, apparently not. Bro, he said like, okay, like you know what? Like this is like par for the course at the moment. I mean, like he said, like 5:30 p.m. gun. So like 5:30 p.m. And he said like, by God, whatever this phrase actually means, right over here. I don't know. Like, is it uh God willing, that kind of thing right there. So then, like in this case, right over here, I mean, like I'm not gonna challenge like any tenets of faith or anything else out there, but yeah, I mean, like considering the fact that like the live stream is not live at 5:30 p.m. and in fact right now 5:40 p.m. Therefore, we can conclude that Firdaus Wong is very obviously not God. But yeah, like if you actually look right at the way that all of this stuff right here has been like happening and playing out, there's like comments here and there and everywhere, and people just like casually mentioning right over here bombs plotted Murtad Datu, and then so many other things right over here. But I think that most people are in agreement that you cannot actually like forgive this person just because they happen to be like of the religion of the Federation, and that is what is going on right over there. It is kind of interesting to note. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, so we talked earlier, guys, about how Firdaus Wong basically made a promise to meet us at 5:30 p.m. And for those of you who just came in, so then there is another promise that is just kind of like hanging out right here, which is look at this. This is a face of like an individual. And there is, in fact, like a picture right here that says, no worry, I will get your permission before I post. Even if I post, I will cover your face. Did he get Ryan Vigneswaran's permission in order to post this picture? I don't know. But either way, like he did not cover the face. And that might be an actual concern because, like, again, right? Like, if you are just casually like posting, like pictures of a person's face, then like, what does that actually say? If you are actually going out there and you are sharing private messages, then what does that say about the trustworthiness of like basically everything it is that you are saying? It's kind of interesting. Welcome to all of you who just popped by. We are waiting. We are waiting for Firdaus Wong at the moment. And while we're doing that and casually procrastinating, because apparently procrastinating is like something that is like desirable to do. Those of you who are waiting in traffic, I hope that you will drive safe and that you will enjoy thinking about the strange absurdities of this world that we are a part of. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna refresh this like one more time, right? Because again, my beloved audience needs to know like whether or not like this is actually a Firdaus Wong live stream. Gosh, like maybe I should like maybe I should like change the title at this point because like there is no Firdaus Wong. But yeah, like it is kind of interesting to note. Bro, tree, are you kidding? Like Firdaus Wong looks like Tan Chuan Jin, former Speaker of Parliament of SG. Bro, really? Okay. So for those of you who aren't like so familiar with like Singapore politics, right? So then Singapore actually used to have this parliament speaker. The current speaker is Seah Kian Peng. And yeah, Tan Chuan Jin was actually a member of the PAP ruling elite at the time. And yeah, he basically had an affair with another PAP member, and he has a family, but then like she was single or something of that nature. And basically what happened was that he ended up serving as parliament speaker for like 2 years, even after like letting Lee Hsien Loong know about it. If I am correct, please don't sue me, Lee Hsien Loong, if you like happen to hear this right here. Fix your Cambridge page for your father, okay? So like please, no. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know, like they actually look the same. But let's see right here. Tan Chuan Jin. Okay. Tan Chuan Jin. All right. By the way, like for funsies, right? Like why don't we say like Tan Chuan Jin affair? Yeah, like it's kind of a sordid story, but like this is what you've got right there. Yep. Cheng Li Hui. Okay, I don't know what the Chinese characters are exactly, but like yeah, basically he had an affair. Anyway, so then the assertion is that Firdaus Wong looks like Tan Chuan Jin. So then like why don't we check that assertion? So then yeah, Firdaus Wong. Do you actually look like Tan Chuan Jin? Okay, let's see. Ah, hey, like I don't know, like is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Okay, you know what? I mean, like, since we're already waiting anyway, so we might as well like just go right ahead and I don't know, like do some like annotation right here to like figure out, if like we can actually like make him look a little bit like I don't know, like Firdaus right here. Cause like right here, like look at this guy on the left, right? Like he has no like beard, he has like no mustache kind of thing. So then like if we draw like right here, like just try to match the hairs of I don't know, like Firdaus's beard right here. Like okay, I think I need like some wavy lines, right? Because like Firdaus's has like these like wavy lines right here. Like look at this. Yeah, I think you can see it. But bro, what on earth? Hey, you know what? Like, I might actually be starting to see the similarity. Okay. All right. Okay, but it's not meant to be shall we say like a slander or fitna or anything. It's just like an observation that like, hey, maybe like you guys like look kind of similar. But anyway, okay, so yeah, I don't know, man. Like, if we were to go ahead and look back at Firdaus Wong for a quick bit right here, like the man that we came to see, right? Like, do we actually have anything from Firdaus Wong at the moment? You know that question mark right here? I'm so glad, bro poops, that like we have the question mark because like right now we are casually like, I don't know, like Command R. We're hitting like Command R for like this Shift Academy trainer right here who is like supposed to, I don't know, like give us a nice like training exposure, expose kind of thing right here. And he is not here like on time. I don't know, like does he do that for his bookings as well? Is that like something that's supposed to happen? Since we are like kind of like late anyway, so like yeah, I'm gonna show you right over there. Like look at this. Okay, so anyway, we were talking about a promise earlier, right? About how like this guy shared like Vic's face, like regardless of the fact that he said that even if I post, I will cover your face right over here. But like there's a sort of like broader concern that we have right here at the moment because like he is literally sharing a WhatsApp chat, like private WhatsApp chat that like he basically affirmed, right? That he, shall we say, was going to ask permission for. So did he ask permission for it? I don't know, like if that's actually a thing, but like if you look at like this photo, that I'm gonna show on the screen right about now. So then like you can actually see, right? That yeah, so like there have been people like asking right here, or like saying rather, it is not justified for you to broadcast private conversations unless you actually got agreement. And see, the thing is, right? Okay, so at this point, right? So then it's very much like Firdaus's word against like whoever's word. I mean, like right now, right? So then our acquaintance Ryan Selva, he's not our friend. I kind of like wonder if like the guy has like friends. But anyway, like Ryan Selva is not our friend, right? But regardless of the situation right there, it is kind of like basic etiquette that you just like don't share like conversations that were held in confidence kind of thing. And like if you're saying that basically like Ryan actually gave permission right there, like in the interest, right, of like not actually compromising the court situation and the case, right? So that he probably cannot actually comment on the case. Like if you think about it, right? So like whenever the prime minister, for example, like was in court, right, with the whole like Yusuf Brother thing, like he didn't really like comment on like the case, right? And like generally speaking, that is something that you need to adhere to because otherwise, what can happen is that you can influence the outcome of the case. You end up making it so that there's like pressure against the court and stuff like that, right? So then, like, even if he had given permission, I don't think that he can actually say that he gave permission at least at this time while he is in trial and while he is basically going through the whole court process. So right now, basically then Firdaus can basically just like say, hey, like I said it, right? And then you should believe me. And like these people, like might very well end up like believing him for that reason. But anyway, so the point is that like there are people essentially who agree, right, that it is not justified for this guy to go out there and be sharing private conversations. So let's actually look at like the legal aspect of that. Like, is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Right? But there is no law that says that you can't share WhatsApp messages, but there are a couple of like these different things right over here. Like for example, yeah, there's like breach of confidence, misuse of confidential information. If the conversation was clearly private, it was shared in confidence, and there was an expectation that it would not be disclosed, then yeah, you could face this suit right here. Although I guess like Ryan is kind of like on like a bad side at the moment because like he is the guy who basically like stepped on the Quran, right? So then like if you're gonna be like suing like another mualaf, that kind of thing right there, then like what does that say? And like this particular mualaf is like a famous mualaf, and this particular mualaf like is basically like the guy who like goes out like for dakwah tents and like basically that everybody right there is basically saying something like kita je yang lalai, mualaf ini yang mempertahankan agama kami. By the way, like that's like an actual phrase that like people actually use, right? For those of you who don't understand Malay, right? Mualaf ini yang mempertahankan agama kami, right? Okay, so like that basically means, hey, this person who has converted over to the religion of the Federation is the one who is protecting our faith. This is like a phrase that's commonly used, by the way, like in connection with people like Zamri Vinod, who is Indian, and also Firdaus, who happens to be, well, Chinese. And also, by the way, in reference to Ridwan Abdullah, who is also Chinese, by the way. And yeah, so like kita je yang lalai. So the first part was mualaf ini mempertahankan agama kami. So like this, well, convert has I refuse to say the word revert. This convert has protected our religion. Kita je yang lalai. We were just the ones that were weak. Is basically like the way that it goes. Like the idea somehow being that like, hey, like if you're a convert, then you have like stronger faith compared to like people who were allegedly born into the faith or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's an interesting type of situation right over there. But anyway, so then like Ryan is probably going to face a very hard time like actually suing like Firdaus Wong. I don't know if like that's actually like possible for him. I mean like well, does he even want to do that in the very first place? That is like a question to consider. But anyway, so yeah, so like in terms of like sharing WhatsApp messages, that's like a big question right there. I mean, like there's the question of like public interest, right? And like I think that that might be like the strongest point that like you could basically like deal with right there if you were Firdaus Wong and you were like thinking like, hey, like how do I make sure that people go on my side? Then like you go on like public interest, that kind of thing. Although it's kind of questionable, like whether everyone was like supporting him. Although, like, of course, like Firdaus, like, if you happen to think that it's like public interest and like you want to use it for content, like I don't think that it's very easy for anyone to like go out there and stop you by all means. But I really just have to wonder, like, is it really for public interest? I don't know. Like we could speculate like here and there, but we don't know because again, bro, Firdaus is not here at actually, I don't know whether he is here or he is not, but like he did say that he was going to be here at 5:30 p.m. and like we do not see anything. Where is this supposed to be? Unless of course like it was actually on like was it actually like on stories? Could it be? It's not on stories. Okay. You know, so poops, we have now eliminated one potential source right here of like possible areas in which we could have found Firdaus Wong, but we just did not, in fact, like find Firdaus Wong, we should say. And yeah, it's kind of like unfortunate, I would say, that we cannot find him at the moment. But oh no, surely this gentleman, this individual who has promised us that he would show up at 5:30. Perhaps he can be found somewhere else. And now what we're going to do is that we are going to go over to all of the other areas that we could possibly find Firdaus Wong at the moment. Are you on TikTok? Are you on TikTok? Are you on TikTok? I am on TikTok, but I don't really use TikTok that much. But if you want, like, you can actually go ahead and follow me and then like motivate me to go post on TikTok. I really don't post on TikTok like that much. Like, maybe I should. But anyway, oh, and so poops. If you want to support me, then make sure to go right ahead and like and subscribe, and to, if you'd like, well, contribute through the means like down below. Your contributions help keep this content free and also help me to be able to develop this content and also to be able to invest, right, in lots of different other things, knowledge, and also, like food. No, just kidding. But like, if you're willing, then like that'll be really helpful. So thank you so much. But anyway, so we are not seeing the guy on TikTok at the moment. So like, unfortunately, that is also out. We are dinged. We are dinged, boots. So then, like, I don't know, like, do we find at the moment like Firdaus Wong somewhere on, I don't know, like YouTube? Firdaus Wong. Okay, so like, bro, Firdaus is interesting to think about right here. Okay, so like I am looking right now for like the live stream or like a post or sharing, okay, that is not like the 3:35 one, right? I mean, like he said to us very clearly that he was going to share at 5:30 p.m., okay, if it is indeed the will, okay, of his particular deity. Now, I am trying at the moment to like refresh, and I am really not seeing anything. Why are we not seeing anything, bros? Why? 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 And like, 왜 십니까? 为什么? Mengapa? We're like, we could like go on and on and on and like use all of these like different foreign languages and like be all like just casually asking, like, where is Firdaus Wong kind of thing. Like, I'm halfway tempted to actually go ahead and like make a Where's Waldo picture right about now. I don't know if like you ever did like Where's Waldo in your life before, but like it's like a pretty fun game. I mean, like you've got like a whole bunch of people just casually, shall we say, well, in a video, in like a picture, sorry, and you're supposed to like find, well, that specific person. So in this particular situation, in this context right here, so we are not looking for Waldo, we're looking for Firdaus Wong. This is what we've got. Anyway, so something wrong with Firdaus. Like, okay, like, guys, like we've actually been waiting right now for like almost about 30 minutes, right? Like, I don't know, like how many of you out there, right? Okay, like you've gone out. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how many of you have gone out, for example, with like people before, like in Malaysia, like you are Malaysian, like you've gone out with people kind of thing. So like I've got a poll question for you, right? Okay. I've got a poll question for you. Is it normal or appropriate that your friends are more than 30 minutes late? Actually, no, like even 15 minutes late. Okay. Because like we already waited like for all this time. More than 15 minutes late, okay, for promised appointments with you. Okay. For appointments with you. Okay. For appointments that your friends are more than yes, yes, no, hell yes. Hell yes. And then like the next thing is like hell no. All right, you know what? We're gonna go right ahead and wait until like the 30-minute mark right over here. And like if the video is really not up, then like I'm actually gonna change this over to like 30. I don't care anymore. You know, like it's yeah. How long are we planning to wait for the watch party? This is it's I don't know if like the promise is actually going to be kept, bro. Sapoop. But at the moment, like it doesn't seem to be like jalaning because like again, you know, like Firdaus Wong is not actually there. We looked for him. You saw us wait, bros. Like you saw us wait. Hold up. Right now, okay, do we have 6 p.m.? Do we have 6 p.m.? Yes, we do. Okay. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. And reminder for those of you who basically like came in, or those of you who are just like not knowing the context, why the watch party is not jalaning at the moment is because well, Firdaus Wong is not here, even though he said that he was going to be here at 5:30 p.m. And we can refresh yet again. And yeah. Okay, fine. Oh, are we there? What is this? Is that is that what he said?
All lies. These are all.
Okay, let's see. We do have a Firdaus Wong watch party, guys. Right? We do have a Firdaus
No.
Wong watch party.
But
I had means what?
are you an expert of it?
I told you I studied Jalalain, Ibn
But
Abbas. This is all lies. These are all fabricated. So I'm getting my sources from Islamic and not from Quran.com and all this Yusuf Ali Sahih.
Okay,
what is mentioned? What?
so poops. Am I tripping? Okay, let's do a check on the details again. Let's do a check on the details again. Okay, what were we supposed to have at 5:30 p.m. on March the 3rd, 2026? I'm gonna change this to like 30 minutes. 30 minutes for appointments. Okay. What were we supposed to see on March 3rd, 2026? Bros, what were we supposed to see on March 3rd, 2026? By the way, like vote in the poll. Like, is it normal or expected for your friends to be late like more than 30 minutes? Okay. For appointments? Bro, like okay. This is a separate thing, right? This is a separate matter. This is really a separate matter, okay. But like, what were we promised just now? We were promised, right? That like
Fabricated. So I'll get.
okay, we were promised that the sharing of how and when Vignes Warren converted was something that Firdaus Wong was going to share at 5:30 p.m. And if you don't remember Vignes Warren, basically this, and also yeah, like you probably remember him like from my channel as the Quran stepper, like the guy who basically like did the stepping right there. We were promised that basically we were going to see a video about the Quran stepper, but that video is not there. That sharing is not there. Either it was early or basically it is just like not there. I mean, like, if it's early, then you'd think that he would be communicating with his audience and like telling us that actually, like, yeah, I already fulfilled my promise, kind of thing. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just like not good at communicating. Oh, I'm sorry, like I fulfilled the promise earlier. Oh, yeah, that's just what it is. I did it early, guys. Like, hey, I'm like so great, I'm so amazing, kind of thing. And in that case, then well, I guess that I guess that part was the watch party. But if you're not familiar with like the whole Quran stepping incident for some reason or another, like for example, like if you're from Singapore or otherwise, then I welcome you to watch the video that I shared like before, right over there, titled "The Quran Stepping of Ryan Selva." Like there, you'll see like a full-on discussion about like everything that was going on right there. By the way, guys, like if you want to talk about how we were just like majorly gaslighted, if you want to talk about how we were just like majorly gaslighted, go right ahead and join our Discord. Join our Discord, Sapoops. Like this is something truly amazing for us to witness right here and now that like yo, like we were just like gaslighted. We were gaslighted. We were told basically that hey, this is like a time when we're going to be hearing like the sharing right over here, but like we do not actually see any of that. Join the Discord, Sapoops. And by the way, like oh my god, at the moment. Okay, you know how many people we have right now? You know how many people we have right now? Okay, we have a grand total, right? We have a grand total of like 92 people. Precious. Kind of thing. Yeah. But anyway, like it's a lot of people. So like, yeah, cut in, join the fun, and get updated like whenever you're supposed like well, post a video. You can see right here that like you've got your good old fashioned live stream right here, the Firdaus Wong watch party question mark, which is again appropriate. It's totally not fake news. I don't say I fake news, guys. Don't say I fake news, You don't say I lie to you, ah. 我跟你讲 you don't like that one, You don't do me dirty until like that. Cause your support, right, actually like deliver on promise. Okay, got question mark here, question mark. But then Lim Pe Kali Kong, this boy right here, okay, he's late. He's supposed to be there like 5:30 p.m. Like it's supposed to be on the dot. Like if I tell you that I'm gonna do a live stream at like 5:30 p.m. kind of thing, then I will do it at like 5:30 p.m. That's why I chose like 5:30 p.m. right to actually like hang out with you guys. Like we talked about this, and yeah, we've got like a whole bunch of like different things right here. People talking about like gachas. The gacha addicts have gotten the place. We are doomed. Yes, Indra, we are doomed. I mean, like, bro, like, did you think that somehow like like if people don't play gacha then like we can all like I don't know like we can live forever kind of thing? No, bro, no, bro, no, bro. Yeah, by the way, like yeah, I don't know. All sorts of like interesting logical things like this. But anyway, so in the off chance, right, that in fact like Firdaus Wong like is gonna go out there and then say like, hey, I delivered on my promise already, bros. Like I delivered all my promise, right? Well, this could be the watch party, but you know what? We're gonna refresh it like one more time. Like, do we see anything featuring the okay, hold up. Like you know what? I'm down to like ask a question right here. And it's kind of like, you know what? Maybe like what you can do right now, if you're actually like going on like Firdaus Wong, his Facebook page right now, I mean like you could ask, right? I'm probably not gonna post this, but like I'm just saying that you can ask, right? You can ask. So like maybe something like, Dear bro Firdaus, just wondering, but is this what you meant when you said this in your posting earlier? Look at this. Okay, look. And now we're gonna go right ahead and like put in that screenshot. Yeah, that is basically what it is. Perkongsian bagaimana dan bila dia memeluk agama akan saya kongsikan pada pukul 5:30 petang 3:3. Okay, I mean like, well, I'm just gonna post it anyway. So like question mark. I mean like I don't know if this is actually a thing. And like, bro, like I don't really have anything against you right here. Okay, there are some small things that I do respect about you. I do respect the fact that like you at the very least, right? Like you go against this idea of like type C. Like he actually, by the way, guys, like okay, one small good thing about Firdaus Wong, like he did make a video saying that it's not good for you to say like type C. That's like okay. Apart from that, I don't really know, right? But that's like a valid question, right? Like you said basically that you're gonna show up at like 5:30 p.m. I mean, like, but then like later on, like this it basically is just like something that we don't expect, right? Like featuring people who are like trying to convert people or something like that. It has nothing to do with like this whole situation that you like seem to have described right over here, featuring like Ryan Vignes Warren right here. And you can see the whole like series of interactions right over here. It's kind of like interesting. And yeah, so like right about now, like we just don't know like what is actually going on right over there. And there is this question, but it looks like basically there is really like just like a sus thing going on right here. Like, why is he sharing this? Like it's even if I post, I will cover your face. 老板，你明明都没有 cover 他的 face Translation: Boss, you said you cover his face, but you never cover his face. Boss, you cakap yang you akan cover dia punya face, tapi you tak cover dia punya face. Kenapa? Why? Wei nikah. Okay. I mean, wow. It's kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sila, Libby C, ni si Hokkien lang si bo. Translation: Libby C, are you Hokkien person? 我跟你讲啊，I tell you 若是你袂晓讲福建话啊，你就要学啊，跟你讲。If you don't know Hokkien, bros, like you need to go and learn Hokkien. It doesn't matter whether you're like I don't know, like Chinese, Malay, Indian, like whether you're like I don't know, like a Tamil speaker, Malay speaker, or like you are basically like somebody who's like living in the pedalaman and you like barely speak any of like the languages in Malaysia at all, kind of thing, right there. But like it's you should learn Hokkien. Everybody should learn Hokkien. I swear, like one of the things I love most about like Hokkien, by the way, is like the way that you can use it to like swear. I'm not gonna swear on like this like live stream right here, right? And by the way, like there was a question right here. I mean, like if you wanna see the conversation earlier, like, there was like whole like discussion about like what apparently like chabai is, and yeah. I mean, like somebody was like casually say like chabai equals chili padi equals to spicy. Wow, fun. Some of you are saying like something wrong with Firdaus. I don't know like if there's actually like something wrong. Like maybe he actually delivered on his promise, but he just like didn't. Maybe he just like I don't know, like he just like wrote it wrong. Like that's a major misunderstanding kind of thing. Maybe he's like, I don't know, like just so sleep deprived from like dealing with like the alleged like cool haram thing that like somehow he's just like not thinking straight. He forgot like the fact that it's like 5:30 p.m. He forgot like basically like he's supposed to like write in a way that makes it very clear that like you're supposed to appear basically at like 5:30 p.m. kind of thing. Like maybe he is just really like so amazing of a person that like he did it like I don't know like full on 2 hours earlier on, right, with the sharing, but somehow like even somebody like him so amazing right here can miss out on the fact that you basically said that you're not going to show his picture, you're not going to show like Ryan's face or something like that. For what purpose? I don't know. We don't know. It's a big question right there. And yeah, it's very interesting to note. I don't know what the actual like reason for what's happening is at the moment, but I can see right now that like some of y'all are voting. Is it normal or appropriate that your friends are more than 30 minutes late for appointments? Yes, 23%. No, 23%. Hell yes, 9%. And hell no, 45%. Okay, you know what? Guys, like in the interest of like, well, actually maintaining like real like information on this live stream right now. I don't know if it's actually a watch party, but like let's change it to like what one of you suggested right here. And what's up, Nikomar? Welcome to the live stream. Ben, convert is correct. Yes. Now Marcus TZB suggests Firdaus Wong situation is crazy. You know what? Like Firdaus Wong situation is crazy. I mean, like Firdaus Wong situation is crazy. Crazy. By the way, like, well, we are changing it right about now. And maybe later on, well, I will change it to Firdaus. Oh, actually, you know what? Firdaus Wong watch party gone wrong. Okay, like I will change it. I will change it to that. Yes, I know, Marcus TZB, you are a member of the Order of the Sepoop, but unfortunately, at this moment in time, right over there, Marcus TZB, like yeah, like you have been temporarily overruled by the Sepoop overlord, but like I think that this is like fair to say, right? It's like actually accurate to say that like Firdaus Wong watch party gone wrong. It is, like at this point, I am going to go right ahead and like actually like I'm actually gonna go ahead and like edit like in Canva right now what we saw earlier, and you can actually see like my whole folder of thumbnails like for you, just for you, bros, just for you. And yeah, like some of you came for like, should we protect the Xiao Langs? Thank you for that. You came for this as well. I don't know which exact one it is, but you can see like my thumbnails just casually living in this. Oh, okay, yeah. So like in this case right here, I'm gonna actually change the thumbnail and like basically I will say, um, so like put on hold. I don't know if it's actually going to be, well, I don't know if it's actually going to like happen. Like he's actually going to be doing like a video or anything like that. But we're like having a conversation like live right now. Delayed. I don't know. Like, can we get like a picture that says delayed? We can, but like that's like white. So like this is what we've got. Delayed. All right. So like background remover. This is what we've got right over there. Okay, great. Delayed. 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 And yeah, it's yeah, just completely gone wrong. Okay, gone gone wrong. Now I'm not saying that like Firdaus Wong like himself made this go wrong, but like we could say that like it was on my part, like it went wrong because like we expected something that should not actually have been delivered because it wasn't actually promised to us. Like basically like he said 5:30 p.m., but like at the same time, like he actually meant like 3:35 p.m. Like maybe like out of the kind of his heart, he decided to deliver on it like much earlier compared to like any other time. Like this is what you've got right over there, delayed. I don't know like what's actually going on, but like we did not get the promised thing that we were supposed to get. So there we are, just changing the information. Yeah. So Poops, what do you think of this whole situation at the moment? I think it's kind of like echo chamber a little bit because like, like we have an audience that's like not necessarily like matching with the composition of like the like representative society kind of thing. And like, of course, like, yeah, like if you actually want it to be more representative, then do me a favor and like share this right now with a friend, with a sapoop, like who happens to be like Muslim or like somebody who is not of your religion, somebody that you've maybe like never talked to well before, or like somebody that you've known for a while, right? But you just want them to like have a certain like awareness about the world. I think that this is important, and like I don't want to be like shilling or like asking you to like always like make contributions or stuff like that, but it is something that we meaningfully need to do because like at the same time, right? As we are sharing these things right here, right? You need to be able to have more people actually like internalize this and to actually be able to like hear, like to actually tune in, right? Before like there is the possibility of like some sort of change. Do I think that this podcast or like this whole series of ravings is going to go ahead and change our society? We have no idea, but we know that of course that like ideas, right, like they can reshape the way that individuals think, and we know that like every single one of you, when you were born into the world, you came as an entire world. Your consciousness began at the start of your life, and you began to see the world from the earliest of your days. All of your senses captured for you the totality of experience. And when you die, one day, lying on that bed, a cessation of consciousness should occur, whatever way it should arrive, whether it is that you die peacefully or like basically it is unpleasantly right there. The universe literally disappears with you. So in a way, if this conversation changed your world or your universe, then in that way, it has already changed the world, right? So like either way, yeah, we have been waiting for Firdaus Wong, and I don't know, man. Like I don't know if he's actually gonna show up. Shall we try one last time? Shall we try one last time before we let you guys go off to if that actually is a thing that he has actually shared, then in that case then let us watch it. But in that case, but okay, all right, all right, all right. Okay, there is nothing. There is nothing. There's no reply. And you know what? Like I am just gonna go right here and delete this right here because like clearly it's not. I don't know if like this is like supposed to even be like happening at this point in time right over there. Let me see. Was this like the thing that like was supposed to actually be out at 5:30 p.m.? I don't know if it was supposed to be, but if it really was at the outset, then like I guess you've seen all of it. You've seen all of it. And you see also that even if this promise was presumably kept, that other promise of posting while covering the face was not kept. I mean, like, unless of course, like, you know, the guy has like certain beliefs that make it so that in his mind, like the upper forehead is already the face. So if you cover this, then in that case, then that means that you've already covered the face. Congratulations. Yay! Truly amazing. Anyway, so Poops, we have successfully failed to get Firdaus Wong. That's just what happened. We successfully failed to get Firdaus Wong. It's kind of like interesting to note. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, so any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas of what's going on right here? Anyone out there, let me know. What do you think? What do you think? All right. By the way, like, what is our poll saying at the moment? Our poll is saying that 20, okay, so like 42% of you think that it is hell no, not right for you to actually go right ahead. And yeah. Yeah, so like it's a hell no for your friends being more than 30 minutes late for your appointments. Yeah. But bear in mind also, right, that like we are saying like friends, right? So then like is Firdaus Wong your friend? I don't know. Like is he? If he is, then like maybe you want to tell your friend, right, that he's late for his appointment. I am seeing actually like an interesting comment right here from Ben. So you're saying you are on Instagram. He showed the face of the guy who stepped on the Quran. Now it's gone. I mean, like, bro, like he already showed the face like earlier in like the other post right here. But now that you mentioned Instagram, you know what? Like maybe like why don't we go right ahead, right, and like have a look actually at Instagram? I mean, like, what do we have to lose, right? Like it's yeah. I mean, like, do we have anything to lose at this point? Like maybe we're gonna find like that epic guys. See this? All right, so that's Firdaus Wong's page right there. Normally, it's red if you like have a story or anything like that. But yeah, the only thing that's new right here is not, in fact, the update that we were looking for, but it is just at the moment, right? Yeah, like this particular dude just kind of like hanging around. If you want to see an Instagram story, then yeah, like you can go right ahead and follow Yossapoop on Instagram. And that is super appropriate right now because like Yossapoop currently has 1,999 followers. Who's gonna be 2,000, guys? Who's gonna be 2,000, bro Sapoop? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Show me that you are gonna be like number 2,000. By the way, speaking of which, right? Like Instagram stories, yeah, yeah. It's kind of interesting. By the way, like today, right? Uh, it's funny that like we're talking about agreements and stuff like that because like today I was just like having a full on like discussion with this one admin for like a class that I've been taking recently right here. And like basically that admin just like failed to keep to like timing and stuff like that. It's kind of like a wow situation right here. But like yeah, maybe it's like a Malaysian thing. I don't know. Who knows? It could be a thing. It could be a thing. It could be a thing. But let's see. Do we have 2,000 followers? None of you use Instagram. Gosh, you guys are so cool. It's very interesting to consider. Oh, okay. So what do we have right here? So now John says that well, regulators asked him not to proceed. It's just a theory. Possible, but then like in that case, then sure. Like if that's the reasoning, then okay, then by all means, maybe he doesn't want to influence the case. But you would think to yourself that like if you're not able to deliver on a promise, right? Then what you do is that you tell people that you cannot deliver on the promise. Either that or you fulfill the promise regardless, right? Like for me, that's important, you know. You know why it's important? It's because like if you say things and then like basically you lie to people, right? Or like you just like don't inform them of like something that they were expected to believe already, right? Then in that case, then what happens? Then what happens? Like nobody can take you seriously. Your word doesn't mean anything. Like it's inconsequential what you actually say. You can have like a million followers or anything like that, but like, it's inconsequential because nobody can actually trust you. You know, I didn't expect to be like saying this at the end of this like live stream right over here, or like to bring in like the class thing that I experienced like earlier on, right? But like this needs to actually be said. Like if you are going to casually break promises, right? Like the one that you made a little bit earlier on about not showing the face. And if you're also gonna break your commitment to your audience of like I don't know like however many like 100,000 people like happen to follow him on Facebook or something like that, then you know what like it, yeah, like if you cannot do the small things, then like there's a question of like whether or not, right? Like human stupidity is enough that like you can continue to do the big things. But you know, like knowing what we know about this country and like knowing what we know about the people in it, right? Like I can say that it is entirely possible that like people who are very much not fit for sharing things with large audiences can keep on doing that. We saw that with Soleha Yaakob and like the so-called flying Malays right there. We see it with a broken promise that we're seeing right here. We see it like time and time again, and we can expect probably to see it again and again and again. I don't know, man. Like it's interesting to note. And the last comment I'm going to address is well, Astras right here. So like he's busy preparing for Buka Puasa, so maybe he will come live later. Then okay, I get where you're coming from, but like frankly, that reasoning is bullshit, right? You know why? I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm just saying that that reasoning is bullshit. Because you know why? It's because if you are preparing for a puasa and you know that you're going to be preparing for puasa or stuff like that, then just tell people that you're going to be doing the live stream or like tell people that you're going to be like doing your sharing in a way that is clear for them that it is your sharing, like on the specific topic that you wanted to share about, right? Tell them that you're going to be doing it later or tell them that you're going to be doing it earlier. Update them. Like, communicate with them. Like, that's the very least that you can do, right? And it's what you should be doing for your audience who is expecting you to be like doing exactly that, right? It's not that hard. It's really not that hard, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. Anyway, so the results of our poll right over here, right, are let me see. What did you say? Okay. So 30 of you voted. It is a hell no, 37%. No, 29%. Yes, 27%. And a hell yes, 7%. Poll complete, 30 votes. Thank you for voting, Sapoops. Bubur Basi, well, maybe he is in panic mode and he can't think straight. Personally, you know, I think that like that's like possible, but like, you know what? Like if you're gonna be like an influencer or anybody else out there right there, like you need to be able to like stand up to pressure. You need to be able to think on your feet, right? I'm not standing up right now, but like I'm literally having a conversation with you like while thinking out loud, right? Like if you're gonna be like someone who allegedly can like dakwah to the entire universe and like share your insights about enlightenment, sin and reward, the world hereafter, and about how allegedly mankind isn't lost or like whatever it is the part of the scripture that you consider the most efficient to deliver to people with the aim of helping them to obtain an understanding that they otherwise might not have, you need to be able to do this. Like, do I seem like I'm reading from a prepared script to you at the moment? no, I'm not reading from a prepared script because I can do this just like naturally. And you expect me to do this naturally because, right? Like you are listening in, right? And you expect me to have like a decent facility, right? With what I'm actually able to say or like to articulate to you. You expect me to be able to process things and then from there, then have that conversation with you. It's normal, expected, understandable. And I appreciate the fact that you are here, like just listening in on this conversation. But yeah, so if you are somebody who is like Firdaus Wong and you say to like 100,000 plus people or like however many 100,000 people out there that like you're gonna show up at 6:30, then show up at 6:30 or show up at 5:30, right? Show up at 5:30. Like, look, like we're literally right about now, right? At like 6:28 right here. And like the video that we saw that we were supposed to see, right? Like it didn't show up. It just literally didn't show up, right? Like we didn't see anything that was supposed to actually match. I'm gonna refresh this one more time. Last time, right there. And we don't see anything. There is nothing. There is nothing. There's literally nothing. Oh man. Guys, it is kind of wild. But anyway, yeah, like Firdaus Wong ditched us. And yeah. Well, either he ditched us or he just didn't tell us like when he was gonna show up. But based on the available evidence and everything else out there in a similar way that if you are going to well obtain knowledge about your Ryan Selva right here, you might probably want to go right ahead and like read the evidence rather than going out there and actually just casually listening only to Firdaus Wong. Yeah, so like on the basis of the evidence that we see, like right over here, there, and everywhere, Firdaus Wong has ditched us. Anyway, so that's all I have to say about that. And thank you for watching, Sapoops. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord. Join our Discord. Join us now. Join us now. All right. Bye.